Introducing the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor.fm, and many more. The Open Palm Podcast, where the host engages his listeners with inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas. Topics include: make more mistakes, how much is your value, don't get right, get going, learning to let go, excellence is a habit, and more. Binge listen today. Subscribe today. It's getting excellent ratings. That's the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. You can also find it on YouTube. Make sure you share it with your social networks and connect on Twitter and Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's the Open Palm Podcast with Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms. Go listen, download, and subscribe now.
In order to receive unconditionally, we must first learn how to give unconditionally. We cannot give something we do not already have, and we may not receive something that we have not given. Giving and receiving, cause and effect. There are many times in my life where I tried to draw water from an empty well, where I tried to withdraw from an empty bank. I tried to take out what I did not put in, be it from a relationship, business, anything. I had to learn that giving is receiving. For we give and receive on both ends. The giver is blessing the receiver, but the receiver is also blessing the giver. They are blessing them by receiving the gift. So, when we hold out our hands to give, ironically, we are in the very same position with which to receive. So knowing that both happen simultaneously really puts a new spin on things. This perspective of giving and then receiving, I think, is just a little bit off. I believe that when we give, we automatically receive. So, instead of giving, looking to receive later on, understand that the giving is the thing, that giving is its own reward. So if you are able to learn the skill, because I do believe it is a skill that can be acquired, an ability that can be learned, if you are able to learn how to give without expecting anything in return, I believe, my friend, that everything will come back to you. Because in the act of giving, you literally have just received. Thank you for listening, my friend. This has been Jerome Shaw on TOP, that is the Open Palm Podcast here in Sherman Oaks, California. The Open Palm means harmony with the world, understanding our place in the world, using our skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. I pray you received an encouraging message from this episode on giving and receiving today, and that if you feel so inclined, why not share this with a like-minded individual who is learning and growing, becoming their greatest version just like you, and learning how to give. Pay it forward so more can hear the message. And if this is your first time receiving this podcast, definitely subscribe if you are not already for more inspirational messages like this. And if you feel compelled to support, consider opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw. Supporting the podcast there is much appreciated. Thank you to all the wonderful supporters who continue to contribute to the podcast. Much love to you. Thank you. Stay blessed. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Take care, my friend. Hey there, my friend. So, you've heard about Anchor, but do you know why it's the easiest way to make a podcast? Well, first off, it's free. It allows you to use creation tools that let you record your podcast right from your phone or computer. It also distributes your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms. You can even make money from your podcast with minimum listenership. It's everything you need in one place. Download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started. Can't wait to hear yours. Let's see what you have to offer the world.